Octopuses control 500 million neurons, but most are not in their brains. Instead, each arm acts with a mind of its own, processing information independently. Scientists now realize that these creatures solve problems, use tools, and even escape elaborate traps. What happens when intelligence does not look or think anything like ours? A common octopus contains about 500 million neurons, an astonishing number for an invertebrate. What is even more remarkable is where these neurons are found. Roughly 2/3, over 330 million, are not in the brain at all, but distributed throughout the 8 arms. Each arm holds nearly 40 million neurons, more than twice the total found in an entire frog. This means every arm is wired for independent action, equipped with its own neural machinery for sensing, moving, and reacting to the world. The central brain, nestled between the eyes, holds around 180 million neurons, but it does not micromanage. Instead, it sends out broad instructions while the arms process details on their own. The sheer scale of this network, hundreds of millions of neurons spread across the body, gives the octopus a level of decentralized control unlike any other animal. The octopus brain forms a ring, a structure so unusual that its esophagus passes straight through the center. From this central hub, only about 30,000 nerve fibers connect the brain to the 8 arms, a surprisingly narrow channel for such a complex animal. Instead of relaying every detail, the brain sends broad instructions like a mission briefing. Each arm, with its own dense cluster of neurons, functions as an independent command center. These arm mini-brains gather sensory information, analyze the immediate surroundings, and make split-second decisions about movement or grip, all without waiting for approval from the brain. When an arm encounters something interesting, it can process the situation locally, deciding how to bend, twist, or explore. The central brain only steps in for bigger picture choices, like when to stop searching or how to coordinate a retreat. This setup gives the octopus a remarkable degree of behavioral freedom, letting each arm operate with a level of autonomy rarely seen in the animal kingdom. In laboratory tests, octopuses face a simple, revealing challenge: a sealed jar with food inside. At first, the animal explores every angle, tapping, pulling, even trying to bite through the glass. But with each attempt, the process changes. Over successive trials, the time it takes to open the jar drops sharply. Some octopuses unscrew the lid in under a minute after just a handful of tries, while others invent new tactics, prying or twisting in unexpected ways. This is clear learning in action. Researchers track these improvements, noting how each octopus develops its own method and pace. Personality matters, as bolder individuals tend to experiment more aggressively, while cautious ones take a slower, more methodical route. This measurable learning curve, where mistakes are replaced by memory and strategy, gives scientists a rare window into how octopus cognition operates in real time. In the warm coastal waters of Indonesia, the veined octopus reveals a different kind of intelligence, one that unfolds far from any laboratory. Researchers watched as these octopuses collected empty coconut shells scattered across the seafloor. Instead of using them right away, the animals tucked the shells under their arms and carried them for meters at a time, sometimes awkwardly walking on tiptoe, sometimes gliding. When danger threatened, the octopus would pause, assemble the two halves, and slip inside, shielded from predators. This behavior, first documented in 2009 in the journal Current Biology, meets every scientific test for tool use, including intentional selection, transport, and deployment of a protective shelter. The octopus is not just reacting in the moment, it is planning for a future threat, gathering resources it might need later. Field observations confirm that this is no fluke. Multiple individuals have been seen repeating the same routine, proving that octopus problem-solving extends well beyond the walls of any tank. Octopus skin is an active, living display. More than just a barrier, it is a responsive canvas. Tiny pigment sacs called chromatophores cover every surface, each one surrounded by muscles that contract or relax in perfect coordination. When an octopus decides to vanish, these muscles pull open the sacs, spreading color in a fraction of a second, sometimes in just a few milliseconds. But color is not the only trick. Papillae, small muscular bumps, rise and fall to turn smooth skin into rough stone or rippling coral. Even the skin itself can sense light through special proteins called opsins, reading local brightness and adjusting patterns on the fly. The result is a transformation so fast and precise that an octopus can disappear before a predator has time to blink. In maze experiments, octopuses reveal just how much they can learn from experience. When faced with a Y-shaped maze, an octopus may fumble through the first attempt, testing each path. On the second run, the same animal often cuts its errors in half and moves more directly toward the reward. Some studies show solving times dropping from 2 minutes to under a minute after only one trial. This rapid improvement is not just memory, it is strategy. Octopuses generalize what they have learned to new mazes with similar layouts. Yet not everything is acquired through trial and error. Hatchling octopuses, only hours old and raised in bare tanks, instinctively flash complex camouflage patterns that mimic rocks or sand. These innate displays appear long before any learning, a genetic program running from the start. The octopus mind is built on both flexible learning and deep-seated instinct, each essential for survival in a changing world. Right now, octopus research is reshaping how we define intelligence beyond humans. As we probe deeper, one fact remains: the ocean still holds minds we barely understand. What do you think?